September 13th, 2025, 3:46 a.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western. I don't know, but I'm D'Amica, and it is definitely time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards, your portals to truth. Charlie Kirk, I told you I was coming, baby. Yeah. Let's get Charlie Kirk in the atmosphere and the energy. All right. Let's get things. I wanted to get on the camera while it was still witching hours because I had to take a duke. So I actually woke up about 2 something this rising. But then I was like, let me set my alarm for a good 1 more hour so I can get some more rest. Then when that alarm went off, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, I was like a child in school. 1 more minute, boom. 1 more minute, boom. But I didn't do that, right? I tried the 3-2-1 method. 3-2-1, get the shit done shit. All right. So yeah, that's what really got me up, rising. Like, nah, I can't let them win, yo. These the hours where they like to get shit in. Harry Potter and them with the motherfucking weak ass wands. So I decided to come on and embrace this transmission. There's so much going on with Charlie Kirk, honey, that I wanted to be like, let me go ahead and tap into what the heck really going on. So I took a couple of notes about Charlie Kirk. Took a couple notes. I'm going to take some more too today, but I want to get this transmission out. You know, I want to get it out, just get the basics as to what the heck going on with Charlie Kirk. This is going to be a long transmission because I'm going to be pulling from a lot of my decks. All right, we're going to be pulling from community helpers, emotions and entities, of course, zodiacs, letters and numbers. We're going to be pulling from family. What else we're going to do? We're going to pull from music because you know the music always has a lot to say. We're going to pull from universal laws. We're going to pull from USA and beyond, right? I don't think we need to pull celebrities out during this read. However, all of them are celebrities. All of them are actors and actresses, right? So let's get into it. Let me add in the community helpers that I have here thus far for Mr. Charlie Kirk in this whole situation. Okay. See, his wife got a lot to say now. So soon. They cracked me up with that. You didn't even have time to really mourn the whole situation, but yet you ready with a whole speech. They always have a speech ready on time. Speeches be on time, ready. Wikipedia already be popped up with all the information. Job dog was crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, right? I wanted to make sure I made it on the video, right? You have to use your resources and understand that this tube right here is a channel into other dimensions. I don't give a damn who else looking at you. This tube right here is a channel to other dimensions. Fuck the ones that's stuck in the physical, in the illusion of it. We ain't worried about that. All right, at all. We're not. I'm just not gonna worry about that. So as you all know, some of these may be upside down, and some of them may not. Okay. Wait, I'm trying to make sure at least these are upright. All right, so I'll go ahead and pause, get these shuffled up because we're already at 4 minutes and 5 seconds. When I come back, be ready for that haiku that we gonna do from my book, hashtag Reverse the Negative. Y'all remember this one, the one when I put the plane on fire. Yeah, fire, Leo, fire, authentic love, authentic truth, right? Burning up the illusions. That's me. And another way you can tell it's my book is I ain't got no page number. It's horribly edited, right? Like horribly edited because nobody wanted to give me any help. So I had to just do this on my own. That's why I self-published. I had to learn on my own type situation. Because here in Virginia, Northern Virginia, ain't nobody supportive. Ain't nobody supportive. None. None. Not a mother jugger. Let me see something. Lord. Alright. I'll be back. All right, tribe. I am back. I am back. I am back. All right, let's get this bell rung. And let's get this energy flowing. Whew. Let's get this bell rung. Let's welcome him and any energies in that is part of this situation that want to show themselves, want to reveal themselves, want to tell their truths. Okay? All information is information, right? What is good or bad? What is true or false? We don't know. We're just sharing information, and we're not attaching to any of the information that we learn. We are observing, we are monitoring, and we are reporting. That is it. That is it. We welcome you. Let's get that bell rung. All right. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. May I only speak the truth. I am only allowed to speak the truth. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming yourselves. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get it in, y'all. So y'all already know how I'm starting off hot with one of my haikus. Oh, something blew out there. Something blew out that light. That little flame. We're gonna relight it. Ends of that. This haiku is called "The Games of Life." Simon says to stop believing in them. They lie. Simon says, I'm you. Ooh. Simon says to stop believing in them. They lie. Simon says, I'm you. Right? So we don't want people to stop believing in us and our truth at all. Simon says so. Period, point blank. All right, my dears, let's get into it. That was called "The Games of Life." The last haiku that will be read will be called "Food for Thought," and then we'll move into other things in my Bible that we're going to read. All right, so we have welcomed in the energy of Charlie Kirk. All right, we got Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was born on October 14th, 1993. All right, that equals to 28, which is a 10, which is a 1. He was unalived on September 10th, 2025, which equals a 19, right? Which is a 10, which is a 20, which is a 2. I don't know how I go with numerology. I'm just saying it that way. He was 31 years old when he was unalive, which equals 4. He was active since 2012 to 2025, which is 13 years, which equals 4. His net worth was $12 million. Okay? Approximately. All right, so let's get into Charlie Kirk. We know who we are welcoming in. All right, so he's going to be the first one up there, Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. All right, spirits, universe, ancestors, spirit guides, even Charlie Kirk, any energies around him. If you want to go ahead and reveal yourselves, now is the time to do it with hashtag Lost Souls Tarot. We appreciate you all coming through with your truth, okay? All right, what we got? We got these names. We got these names that came out hot. 6 names I'm going to read. Teresa, Tarina, Trina, Yule, Renice, Kayla. We got the Council for National Policy, a little known club of a few hundred of the most powerful conservatives in the USA, conservative and Republican, umbrella organization and networking group, 1981 Reagan administration. We have the Queen of Pentacles in energy. The Queen of Pentacles is in energy. All right, we got material, earthly, and financial aspects of life. Caring and supportive figure, provides for her family, nurturing, generous, comfort, and practical. Positive outcome, whether yes or no is spoken. Nature in all relationships. Okay, my type of queen. All right, If you're going to be a queen, that's the kind of queen you're going to be. Law of contraction. Law of contraction came out. We got the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords came out. Process of working through sorrow. There's heartbreak, there's grief, there's sorrow, there's painful truths, there's deep emotional wounds. Ooh wee. Don't give up, niggas. Adonis Archon 12 is involved. Demiurge. Because of COVID-19 misinformation. Did y'all see that? Demiurge involved. Turning Point USA. TPUSA, nonprofit organization, fastest growing organization of campus chapters in the USA. Professor Watchlist, executive director, far right politics, 2012. Psych wards designed to develop long-term illnesses, possibly death. So could this be related to the Turning Point USA? Even though it says psych wards is turning points designed to develop long-term illness and possibly death. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is portal number 12. Finding spiritual help and wealth despite lack of materials. Recovery, support, spiritual growth, improvement in financial situations, accepts help. We got Matthew 13:26 that came out, and that was portal number 13. All right. Let's get into it. Matthew 13:25. My bad. Get into it. Matthew 13:25. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. This verse is part of a parable of the wheat and the weeds, which illustrates how the enemy, representing evil, can infiltrate and disrupt the good, the wheat, while people are unaware. Damn. The parable ultimately conveys a message about the final judgment where God will separate the righteous from the unrighteous. Okay, so God will separate the righteous from the unrighteous, right? Then this came out. Shot and killed. After Matthew 13:25, this came out. Shot and killed. Portal number 14. These names could be involved. I'm looking at D'Amica, David, Diane, Madison, Mason, Jeter. Damn, they put my name in that bitch. Y'all know I ain't about no killing. Meet me in the spirit though. We can get that working. The Emperor is reversed, okay? The Emperor came in reverse. Inability to adapt to change, domination, rigidity, excessive control, rigid thinking, misuse of power. All right, so we got 4, 8, 12. We got 16 up here. I'm going to get 18 because that's going to equal to a 9. So we got 16 so far. Nine of Pentacles, 17. Enjoy the fruits of labor, independence, luxury, self-sufficiency, creating a stable, comfortable environment, financial independence. So it seems like this Emperor in reverse was dominating and having excessive control and rigid thinking in order to have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Portal number 18. Portal number 18. They are not lost. They are wandering. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Okay, so we got our 4, 8, 12, 16. We have our 18 community helpers out here. We have our 18 community helpers out here. So, let's tap into it. Let's tap into it. Let's get some family out for Charlie Kirk. All right, we're going to get some family out for this whole Charlie Kirk situation. We're going to put it under Charlie Kirk's tab. Some family first, please and thank you. Always family involved some type of way. We're at 15 minutes and 22 seconds already. 4:13 on the clock. There's a karmic nephew. A karmic nephew came out. A karmic nephew soon experience an envious competitor. So you had an envious competitor in your energy, Charlie Kirk, that was not trustworthy. Could have been a son of a brother or a sister, or of your spouse. Stuck to the same illusions. Okay, you all were stuck to the same illusions. They're a follower. They're liars. They're content with not expanding knowledge. Okay. Allows abuse, gossips, and causes chaos and confusion. Content with not expanding their knowledge, and they're weak. All right, so that's the first one that came out for you, Charlie Kirk. And we're going to get 4 family members, Charlie. 4 of them out. Okay. All right, who we got? Your mom? Your mom came out in the energy. Your mom came out in the energy. A divine daughter, if you have a daughter or not, but a divine daughter came out. Don't necessarily have to be your daughter. The spirit of a divine daughter is embracing divine feminine energy, nurturing, intuitive, compass to life, emotional intelligence, empathy, sacred energy, learns lessons in life, and unique. Okay. And you got a mom energy again that came out. So that's twice heavy on the mom energy that came out. Heavy on the mom energy that came out. Nurturing energy, healing, balance, wholeness, trust, protection, support, off with their heads, intuitive guidance, vulnerable. All right. I didn't look up your mom and all them, Charlie Kirk, right? I don't even know your wife's name. I just know her as Mrs. Kirk. I didn't even know you until you was unalive, or however they want to say it. Yeah. All right, so we got mom energy. We got, let's get some more out for Charlie Kirk. All right, so since we're already pulling on the tab of Charlie Kirk, we're actually going to pull on his portal, okay? And then we'll pull on some more portals outside of this. We're also going to tap into the USA and beyond to get a little bit more insight into this Charlie Kirk, because this was definitely a sacrifice. There's nothing there. Let's turn it over. Your future is on the, your fortune is on the way. All right, so your fortune is on the way, came out. Your fortune is on the way. We're going to get 13 of these bad boys for Charlie Kirk. Criticism. Criticism says they will regret every word. Ooh, wee, criticism came out. I'll take that too, criticism. Thank you, Charlie. You sent that on out. There's a 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Inability to collaborate. This is with Charlie Kirk's portal. A lack of teamwork, mediocrity, poor communication, low quality work, lack of recognitions for efforts, okay? We got a 7 Pentacles in reverse. Impatient, there was poor planning. You had limited access. You were rushing the results. You reap disappointment and rewards. And you abandon efforts too abruptly. You were trying to risk your career for the truth, maybe. Well, what kind of truth, Charlie? Because it seems like you were involved in a lot. It seems like you were involved in a lot of misguiding. So maybe you were trying to come forth with your truth. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Projectors in your energy. Guides and strategists possessing the unique ability to see and understand others on a deeper level. Inherent wisdom and insight are for guidance. Unique point of view, personal growth, personal recognition, navigate complex situations. So you were risking your career to tell the truth and you were a projector. I'm feeling. But you were rushing things? And you had poor communication? Let's get into it, Charlie. No wealth is returned to sender. Charlie, you have to discover. Even though you're in the energy form, you have to discover. Self-reflect. You need to connect with nature in order to get your personal growth, cultural insights, and quest for understanding. This is everybody involved. Portal number 9. Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, and Greece have misused their power of crystals and their healing power. Earth. Portal number 10, please and thank you. Don't be unreliable. Be faithful. Be trustworthy. Be consistent. Okay? Portal number 11. Grounding stone, crystals. You have red jasper. It absorbs, okay? It's a hexagonal. It could be black, blue, brown, green. It works with your root, your solar plexus, your third eye, your throat. Balance. It can balance out addiction and OCD. It help you manifest, okay? Orange, yellow, heart, sacral, okay? Portal number 12, please. Knight of Cups in the reverse, all right? You were being unrealistic. There's emotional turmoil, okay? Moodiness. You were dealing with trickery, creative blockages, avoiding reality, leading to unstable emotions, unreliability, and false promises. Damn. Or you were being unrealistic and you had emotional turmoil. You were moody, you were dealing with trickery, so you were avoiding reality, which led to being unstable emotions, which created blockages and false promises. Okay. Hey, who was that? Space said, yep. Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's get 13 out of here. We got the Queen of Wands. This was your 13th portal. The Queen of Wands came out. Gotta look her up. Y'all know I'm new to tarot and the meanings of it, but I ain't new to this shit right here. So let's get Queen of Wands looked up real quick. I don't like when they do that. Just tell me what the hell it means. You want me going on y'all website? My bad, y'all. So Queen of Wands upright, tarot card key meanings. Energetic, vivacious, strong, courageous, passionate, funny, independent, confident, optimistic, outgoing, assertive, sexy, chaotic, hot-tempered, forgetful, efficient, accomplishing many tasks, efficiency, motherhood, fertility in the air, helping others, organizing, taking charge. Organizing your life and taking charge. A lot of balls in the air. Okay. Queen of Wands indicate that you will be optimistic, outgoing, and full of energy. You will be accomplishing many tasks and keeping a lot of balls in the air when she appears in your tarot spread. Okay. People will be tired just looking at you because you are always on the go. Okay, so you got the Queen of Wands that came out in the energy as portal number 13 for the Charlie Kirk portal, okay? Alright, we're still going to working under the Charlie Kirk portal. Before we move to other portals, I'm going to tap into USA and beyond. Something's in my eye. Y'all always starting that shit. I pulled out 2 decks for, actually 4 of the USA and Beyonds. So much going on in the USA and Beyond. If it comes out upside down, we're not going to read it in a negative. We're going to read it for what it is. Depending on how I feel with it. Damn, something is really in my eye. We're at 26 minutes and 5 seconds. What do you get? Alright, you got the Twin Towers and 911. Alright, you got the Twin Towers and 911. So let's look that up. What is the spiritual meaning of the Twin Towers, right? Or metaphysical meaning. The Twin Towers hold a deep spiritual significance and remembrance of tribute. They stand as symbols of resilience, unity, and enduring testament to the human spirit in the face of... Ooh. Okay. They are more than just iconic structures, or were more than just iconic structures. They were imbued with deep spiritual significance and timeless wisdom. In this guide, we'll delve into the profound world of Twin Tower symbolism, unearthing the myriad of spiritual meanings these monumental structures hold. All right, so resilience and rebuilding. Okay, the Twin Towers, despite their tragic fall, stand as a spiritual symbol of resilience and rebuilding. I know that's right, Charlie Kirk. They echo the universal human capacity to rise again from ashes and rubble. Oh, embodying the indomitable spirit of persistence and determination. In the face of adversity and loss, the Twin Towers remind us of the potential for renewal and reconstruction. Just as the site was rebuilt with a new monument, the Freedom Tower, individuals and communities can transform their own personal ruins into foundations for a stronger future. So you had the Twin Towers that came out, Charlie Kirk, and then you had 911 behind it, right? Alright, let's get into it. Is associated with spiritual awakening and growth, a journey towards higher consciousness and an elevated state of awareness, readiness to lighten the world with your divine light and purpose, recognition of your great potential to achieve your desires, a symbol of spiritual growth and transformation, often appearing during pivotal life moments. This number encourages reflection and a deeper understanding of your spiritual path. Okay, Charlie Kirk. Or collective, that could be you. It could be energies around him. This could be relevant. D954776. Sound like one of them numbers off of a helicopter, maybe, or something like that. Y'all know how y'all do in the department, the DOD and all that, military and stuff like that. All right, you got the 12th Mountain, Fort Lee, Virginia. Now, we know about Liberty University being in, where is that? Where was Liberty University at? Lynchburg or something like that. So you got 12th Mountain in Fort Lee, Virginia popped up in your energy. What's that about? Let's see what that's about, Charlie. So we got 12th Mountain, Fort Lee. Okay. It's on a military base in Fort Lee, Virginia. Colonel Peter J.S. Lee assumed command on the 12th Flying Training Wing in a ceremony at Joint Base San Antonio Randolph. These job jokers look like they up to no good. 12th FTW leadership. And they say don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, that's why I had to take my emotions out with this read. Because although Charlie, he was involved in a lot of Christian religious organizations with that Turning Point USA and a whole lot of other, you know what the fuck it was. We finna get into it. 1, 2, 3. Your revenue spiked. In revenue, he went from like 27,000, I think it said, in 2016, and then all the way up to 400 and something rise yearly. You got Bowers versus Hardwick, 1986, Justice Harry Blackmun. Okay, let's see what that's about. Hardwick then sued Michael Bowers, the Attorney General of Georgia, in federal court for a declaratory judgment that the state's sodomy law was invalid. He charged that as a non-celibate gay man, he was liable to eventually be prosecuted for his activities. Oh. Charlie. Bowers versus Hardwick came out. This is next. The 13th and 14th Amendments came out in the reverse. It ratified the 13th Amendment ratified in 1865, abolished slavery. Oh shit. And it ain't abolished shit, right? That's when they really turned us into motherfucking slaves out this bitch. It abolished slavery and involuntary servitude in the United States, except as punishment for a crime. The 14th Amendment, ratified in 1868, granted citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the U.S. and ensured equal protection under the law for all citizens. That's where they set us up at, y'all. No. Well, us. I don't give a fuck about the rest of y'all. Okay? This is how they really enslaved us. They really turned us into human real estate, human trafficking, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all with this motherfucking 13th and 14th Amendment. Together, these amendments were crucial in establishing civil rights for formerly enslaved individuals and addressing issues of citizenship and equality in the post-Civil War era. Charlie White is coming in. Came in reverse. But I said we was going to read it as we are, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Charlie. All right, we got Dred Scott versus Sanford that came in the reverse. 1857. What does that mean? Come on now. Because a lot of these could have symbolizations and attachments to what's actually happened with Charlie Kirk. Y'all got to understand that things happen repetitively. Different timelines or different years, okay, but it happens again and again, right? Just Now we got more people involved. Dred Scott versus Sanford. Somebody is something to do with lawsuits. Dred Scott sued his current owner, John Sanford, but this time in federal court. Sanford returned to New York, and the federal courts had diversity jurisdiction under Article 3, Section 2 of the U.S. Constitution. All right, so this has Louisiana purges. So in the late 1810s, a major political dispute arose over the creation of the new U.S. states from the vast territory the United States had acquired from France in 1803 by Louisiana purchase. See, New Orleans, y'all, let's not get off track. Let me stay with you, Charlie, because you know how I get the tripping out this bitch. All right, Charlie, we got this here that came on out. Something could have happened on these dates pertaining to you. I don't know. We got the 8-9 sturgeon moon, full moon. It was at 1:39 p.m. Eastern. It was visible on 8-8. 8-8. Okay. 8-11 was the end of Mercury retrograde. Okay. 8-12 through 8-13 was the Perseids meteor showers. This came in the reverse. We got Christ the Redeemer and the Great Wall of China that came out. Christ the Redeemer. As above, so below. 2,330 feet high peak of what? Corcovado. Largest statue design. Statue of Cristo Redentor. 1922 Art Deco movement. Vertical called Train, Rio de Janeiro. Great Wall of China. 15 Chinese provinces. 8 autonomous regions. Largest man-made structure in the world. No way out. Okay, there's no way out. As above, so below. You can get in, but you can't get out. Think about that. It keeps victims hostage. 18 months to walk the Great Wall of China if you're going to walk that job. It's going to take you a year and a half to walk that thing. All right, so we got the Great Wall of China and Christ the Redeemer. Here's portal number 9. Thousands of rocks, pinnacles, and arches, and artifacts from ancient Pueblo people. Landscape eroded into a maze of canyons, buttes, and mesas. Colorado River, Green River, tributaries. All right? It could be words in there that's related to this. That's 9. Portal 10. They come in your neighborhood dressed like you. Portal 11, please and thank you. Wars. That's why y'all broke. Stay in y'all damn lane type situation. Terrifying terrorists of ancient era is involved. Okay, that's portal number 12. Portal number 13. Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, portal number 13. Because they fear. They fear of loss of love, but they don't love. They don't love. They fear of loss of money, the love of the money, the love of the game, the love of the illusions. Okay, don't play with me. All right, Charlie, let's move on. Okay, Charlie. So we got let's see. We got the Council for National Policy that came out, okay? And that it came out as a little known club of a few hundred men of the most powerful conservatives in the USA. Let's tap into that. Okay, let's tap into that one and see what's going on with that. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. All right, we got nothing that came out for the CNP. Jaguar came out. All right, inner energy is Kundalini, both sun and moon. The Jaguar came out for the CNP. You need to focus on your communication. Growl and grant for now. No need to roar. The Jaguar said, I am the gatekeeper to all that is unknown, and I offer you lessons about inner power and truth. Oh, damn. Yeah, okay. Jaguar said, I am the gatekeeper for the unknown. Which okay. The ocean is here. The ocean is next. The ocean came out next. The ocean is saying there's a body of salt. It's a body of salt water divided into large bodies of water. Okay, it covers 70.8% of Earth. It's divided into seas, gulfs, and subsequent bodies of water. It is the infinite nature of life and creation, emotional depth and power and strength. Unity and connection is needed. Okay. 2020, Charlie Kirk, ProPublica investigated the finances of TPUSA's misleading financial claims. See, and this is Turning Point USA. Turning Point, Charlie Kirk. Funeral. This is under CNP, Council for National Policy. Oh, they might have had something to do with this, Charlie Kirk. Financial disposition of a corpse, spiritual jail, illusions, sacrifice, enslavement of souls, dark rituals, created chaos, suck energy and sadness and anger. Suck the energy of sadness and anger. Okay? Under this Council for National Policy, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay? Someone was misunderstanding, chaotic. They clouded your judgment. They were overly emotional, easily influenced, bitchy and cold-hearted behavior, overly critical with harsh words, and they had to seek clarity. They need to seek clarity. Well, here's your clarity. Crystal garnet. Okay? It's an amplifier of energies and protection. It can boost your energy, manifest, transition, revitalize. You can overcome that trauma that you're dealing with in order to have career success, and you're getting rid of limited ideas and beliefs. Green, red, orange, brown. Oh, excuse me, y'all. That's my breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got portal number 7 coming out. Under CNP, there's, so you have funeral and then you have fallen angels. A little known club of a few hundred of the most powerful conservatives in the USA. Charlie Kirk, did you get set up? So you got fallen angels in your energy, okay? Rebellion, free will, power of choice, spiritual evolution, sin and temptation, duality, celestial beings, light and shadow. All right. You got funeral, you got fallen angels, you got a Queen of Swords reverse under the CNP. Your mama came out twice. There's a hidden death, okay? There's a hidden death. Spiritual separation from God. Well, yours wasn't hidden. That shit was publicized. Sacrifice. Fucked up. Dying to self or your ego, decline in spiritual well-being. There's it's unnoticed on the surface, but it's the soul's transition to a non-physical realm. Oh shit. Portal number 9. We send you a peacock. Alright. There's a peacock in the energy. The peacock is the epitome of beauty. Fair, Face the unknown with courage and grace. You have to be confident, mysterious, and it's time for your rebirth. Balance and foundation. Don't be arrogant, vain, or unapproachable. Be delicate, be humble. I offer lessons of self-love, honor, integrity, and facing life's challenges. Kicking thorns, okay? Portal 10, please. You have an owl. There's an owl here. An owl. You have access to intuition and wisdom. You are a seer. Okay? Portal 11. Seth Archon is in your energy. Demiurge was heavy in your energy. Portal 12. You need to burn white candles. Okay? Protection prayer. Real flames rising. Bedtime. Portal number 13. With passion and intensity. With passion and intensity. Okay? Whoever's in this energy of Charlie Kirk, that would be beneficial. Send me some white candles too. I ain't got that. Okay, so that was for the CMP, right? That was for the CMP. Alright, so we got Queen of Pentacles out here. Caring and supportive figure, provide for her family. Let's tap into her. Let's get some out for this Queen of Pentacles. Remember, don't give up, niggas. Damn. So for the Queen of Pentacles, Dexter Morgan came out. Dexter Morgan came out. Okay, and he is a vigilante, a serial killer. Vigilante serial killer. He murderers, y'all better beware. Dexter Morgan is on your ass. Okay, absolutely no pedophiles are allowed. That's the code of Harry. Dexter Morgan came out. You got the King of Wands in the reverse. Loss of vision. Alright. Under the Queen of Pentacles, Dexter Morgan is coming out because of a King of Wands in the reverse. Alright. Possibly leading to unrealistic expectations. There's a loss of vision, impulsive decisions, controlling behavior, broken promises, a need for self-direction, inability to listen to others. Dexter Morgan on that ass. Whoever this King of Wands is, you rule no more. You rule no more. Because the High Priestess is in your energy. Okay, you have a High Priestess also in your energy. Mysteries of the universe. Universal that logic cannot explain. Intuition, unconscious knowledge, divine feminine, connection to your inner voice. Quarter number 5 under the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, you got a 10 of Pentacles. Alright. There's legacy, family wealth, inheritance, long-term permanent success, establishment of a lasting legacy. Okay. Your landlord is being paid to spy. So someone in your energy or someone in your environment is being paid to spy on you. 6. Portal number 7, please. Equal pay. Nope. I want all mine. Y'all owe somebody some money. Portal number 8. The rat comes first in the cycle. God damn. Portal number 9. These names could be involved. Davon, David, Joseph, Ebony. You can't see him, can y'all? And Karen. Portal number 10 is the sun. Dang, the sun. Warmth of accomplishment, success, joy, celebration, achievement, vitality. Things are going well and success is within reach. Okay. Portal number 11, please and thank you. You're in your Northern Star destiny. Polaris, navigation and direction, spiritual guidance, cultural significance and personal purpose. Portal number 12. You are very welcome. Death. Shit. And portal number 13. Death took them because of lust. Because of lust, okay? Misguided passion, disconnect from self, self-gratification without regard for others, falling away from spiritual values, Jezebel, karmic energy. You know, Jezebels can be men as well. Alright, I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back, y'all. One, I got to fart, and I don't want y'all to hear it. And then two, let me go get my hot coffee. I made me some coffee today. Yeah, I got to fart, though. I'll be right back. Whew, okay. When I left, I told y'all I had to fart. It was bigger than that. I had to take a duke, baby. Yeah, I had to let that thing, excuse me, I had to let that thing out. All right. Okay, so we was at the Queen of Pentacles here, and we pulled her 13 portals out, right? And we left off with lust. All right? We left off with lust. So now we want to get into this this Three of Swords. What's going on with this Three of Swords? Somebody's in heartbreak, grief, painful truths, emotional deep wounds. Let's get some family out for that. And you know what? We're going to get some family. Let's get some family out overall. Yeah, let's get some family out and see who wants to come out in the energy for Charlie Kirk. What's going on, Charlie? Oh, well, damn. They threw they self out there. Your first cousin on your mom's side? Your first cousin on your mom's side? Okay. You got some righteous in-laws. Okay. Wifey, maybe you was crying because you really did care. You know what I mean? I can be harsh with my words. It could seem harsh. I'm just real. Right? Whatever I feel, I'm just going to say it now. You know what I mean? You got some righteous in-laws, though. Great relationship dynamics. Resolve conflicts very quickly. They're supportive, respectful. They protective. They do not gossip. They break the cycle of ancestral lineage, and they connect you to your higher purpose. Could this be why you were targeted? All right. You got a male best friend that's in the energy. The male best friend will pull off of. You got a karmic grandma energy, and I think this has something to do with that mom energy that's coming out. I don't know. I'm just saying. Karmic grandma, disloyal, connects to dark roots, bridge to the devil, illusion, abuse, chaos, loud, confusion, arguments, fights. This is family member number 9. So at first you had a divine daughter, now you got a karmic daughter that's in your energy. Again, it does not have to be, I don't know if you have children or not, right? Charlie Kirk, I don't know if you got children or not. Charlie Kirk, do you got children? Okay, let's look it up. Does Charlie... What the hell just happened? What the hell, Leonte? They tripping, y'all. Does Charlie Kirk have... They is tripping right now with my search bar. Have kids, right? Oh, wow. Yeah, you have 2 kids. Number of children, 2. Give me a second. Look at you, Charlie. Your wife was Erica Francve. Where you from, Erica? Sound Russian or something, don't it? Erica. Where you from, Erica? You're an American businesswoman, a podcaster, a philanthropist. You won Miss Arizona in USA in 2012. Lord. Um, blonde hair. Let me not get too much into it, y'all. We're gonna pull off this male best friend that came out. If you have daughters or whatever, not saying that your daughters are divine or karmic. Okay, I don't even know if your children are old enough. They're not really giving me much information on your children, which I respect. I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, leave people, children out of it. I don't give a damn what celebratorial status they're on. A lot of them are having to exploit their children too much. Okay. All right. So your male best friend came out this job, Joker. But we wanted to get into Three of Swords first. Okay. So the Three of Swords came out. Heartbreak. There's grief. What's this? So let's get into that. Painful truths. Well, we know that ain't nothing there. It says, do you know what a rohats? They do it at sunset. What is a rohats? What the fuck? If spirit tell me to write something down, I do it. Rohats. We're gonna say ritual. They do it at sunset. Rohats. Grim Wiki. Rohats. Oh, okay. Let's get into it. They do it at sunset. Rohats is a rite of passage for Jagarbars that turn 18 years old. The rite involves chasing down and disemboweling one or more humans with a tradition purpose. They use weapons known as bear claws and then howling at the setting sun with the blood on their hands. Participants traditionally hunt down prey bare-chested and they tattoo themselves ritually. Oh shit, Charlie Kirk. Shitting me. Rohats can be performed by more than one Jagabar at the same time, with them all hunting the same prey. It is initiated after participants ritually release their prey from an ancestral cave. It seems to be more honorable if the one human is hunted. Get the fuck out of here. The young Jagabars need to mark their prey with their own blood to fulfill the ritual. Daily traps can be set beforehand. Oh my God. Well, we starting off with a bang with the Three of Swords. That's why we got grief here and heartbreak. Process of working through sorrow, painful truths. This is sacrifice. This is all dark rituals and sacrifice. Damn, let's get into it. Note whether they make you feel good or bad, comfortable or uncomfortable. There's some dark shit y'all into. Alright? Astrologers no longer have access due to their karma. So they lying about what the fuck they seeing up in the sky. They can't see shit. But them damn clouds they put up there. There's a mineral in your energy. Okay, a mineral is here. Opal is a mineral that does not have a crystalline structure. It's a gemstone and a rock, but not a true crystal. Naturally occurring substance with a specific chemical composition and a highly ordered structure that may or may not be crystalline. Something look like it's false to me. It's perpetrating to be with this mineral. It feels like someone's perpetrating to be something that they're not. That's what this is. Or they were perpetrating to be something that they're not. Then you have the Nine of Cups that came after that mineral. Contentment, satisfaction, wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, getting what you desire, feeling abundant satisfaction with life. Never ever misaligned again, okay? So whoever is going through this heartbreaking grief due to the truths that's being revealed, yes, you're going to have to go through this shit because whoever's around you, the astrologers no longer have access due to karma. That means those that are around you no longer have access to you due to their karma. Okay, so you must move on. You have the mineral supporting you, telling you, hey, it's some fake, false, funny shit going on around here. All right, but I'm sending you contentment and satisfaction with whatever wish you want fulfilled. Be careful with what you desire because you're never ever misaligned again. Portal 7. Oh, did y'all see that? 2012 Republican National Convention. Foster freeze financial assistance. Okay? Pay attention to the clues. Check the prints again. They changed their names. Goddamn. Portal number 8, please. I mean, this is 9. Portal 9. Activism now. Portal number 10. Strength is reversed. There's a lack of confidence for somebody to move into activism within this whole Charlie Kirk situation. There's self-doubt, weakness, raw emotion, giving in to impulses, inability to cope with the challenges. I've been here. We all go through it. Portal 11. Demand inclusion. Portal 11. Demand inclusion. Portal 12. To an author. You could be an author. I am too. Portal 13. You're in the Fool energy, okay? With this 3 of Swords. Okay. Yes, you had heartbreak, you had grief, you have sorrow. Not had, you have, because this is very, very recent. Not even to mention what's been going on outside of what we all can see or monitor, right? So there's a lot of painful truths being revealed, right? But the Fool is offering you new beginnings, okay? Free spirit, have a free spirit, be open to the opportunity, the potential, the start of your new journey, okay? Welcome in the innocence and commit to yourself. Follow your heart, embrace the unknown, take that leap of faith, whoever you are. Bam. I know that's right. I know that's right. It was a good ending. We're at 1 minute and 1 hour and 3 minutes. 1 minute. 1 hour and 3 minutes. Okay, so we got the Emperor came in reverse. We want to figure out who this Emperor is. Alright, because this Emperor in reverse seems like they tapped on over here to the Queen of Pentacles. She has the Queen of Pentacles had that type of energy over there as well. So we got the Emperor in reverse that we're going to tap into. We already have our 4 tiers that we tapped into. But because we broadened it, and it's Charlie Kirk, and I mean, I woke up during witching hours, so we're going to tap into this. We already know who was shot and killed. Okay, it was in broad daylight. I don't give a fuck. They don't care. Throwing out them 4s real heavy, wasn't they? 31, 13. I started smoking when I was 13. 31 years later, we at the 44. Anyway, they don't know who they fucking with though. Charlie Kirk, I got you. We got this Emperor in reverse. All right, what's in the bottom? All right. The Emperor had domination, excessive control, misuse of power due to the Two of Cups. Mutual attraction, a connection, union based on mutual respect and shared feelings. There was a partnership involved, particularly romantic relationships. What the fuck? Charlie, talk to me now. What's going on? Inability to adapt to change, domination, rigidity, excessive control, misuse of power, rigid thinking. Because of a partnership, mutual attraction, a connection. Let's tap into it. Just came out. Oh shit, there's a karmic hitman with this Emperor reversed, which we already felt. We saw the signals and all that shit. It was like okay? So sorry. Emperor reverse, you got a karmic hitman in your energy, was there to promote and instigate fear. Okay, unresolved conflict with more conflict added, distract you from confronting your difficult truths. Shadow self could have been your karmic hitman with hitting your shadow self hidden with illusions. Okay, you were overly repressed. You had overly repressed aspects of personalities. Damn. Ascension, you were ascending. Ascension was in your energy. They knew that you were ascending. Okay, because we're talking about this Emperor reverse. They knew you had a transformational process. You were shedding your older self, and you were embracing the inner rebirth of self-discovery. You were progressing through stages of awakening and growth in spiritual practices. Whoever this Emperor in reverse is, you have been banned for good. You have been banned. The bloodline has banned you for good, if you even have blood in you. Emperor in reverse. The Three of Pentacles came out during this situation, okay? You were working with the team, and you were working effectively with others, collaborating, building, recognizing. You were creating something of lasting values, but of no moral, okay? And you all appreciated one another for that shit. How's this turning out? There's a spiritual judge in the energy. Y'all in some fucking shit. See, you think you could run away from the truth? No, you cannot. There's a spiritual judge here who's providing wisdom, discernment, karmic law, balanced decisions, wrong from right. My aunt is in the building. Belief in a higher power, profound spiritual implications, and ancient wisdom. Y'all in some shit. All right, so then the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse came out. All right, you had a spiritual judge, then the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse came out, right? There was stagnation and a resistance to change. That's why the spiritual judge is here. All right, you were getting settled into your old karmic ways, so you had to break the cycle or die, okay? And push through your procrastination. This karmic cycle will last more than 12 years. Yes, it will. Whoever's involved in that, if you don't get what you've done to Charlie Kirk, just going to be a hell of a 12 years for you. Some of you longer. All right, you were working with Horaios, a.k.a. Horus. You were working with Horaios, a.k.a. Horus. Or using the energy of it. Portal 10, the equator is here. Ma'at. Equator is here. Portal 10, Portal 11, offering you a bridge. And Ophiuchus is right behind her. Okay, right behind that bridge. Cross that bridge, and then you're going to meet Ophiuchus, okay? All right, my aunt gave you the balance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, my aunt gave you the balance because you were working. First of all, they're going to be in a karmic cycle. All right. You had Horus that came out, then my aunt came out balancing that shit out. Right? And then she provided a bridge for you to meet Ophiuchus. Then the Eight of Swords reverse came next. This is portal 12. All right, there's freedom here. Once you meet Ophiuchus, there's freedom, self-acceptance, new perspective. You can break free from your mental restrictions. You're able to see that you have options, and you can reject mental victimism. Okay? And then portal number 13 is this Five of Swords. Because there was conflict that you are able to defeat. It's a lose-lose situation. Hollow victories, okay? Conflict where all parties lose. Consequence of ruthless behavior. So you got to break free from that shit. There's the bridge. Ophiuchus is there, right? Because they are going, this Emperor in reverse is going to get worked, and everybody that's around it. Everybody surrounding this situation is getting crumbling. You understand? So, whoever this is, take that bridge to Ophiuchus and deal with your own shadows. Don't worry about everybody else. That was the Emperor in reverse. Now, let's get on this male best friend, please and thank you. We're at 1 minute and 11. 1 fucking minute, really? 1 hour, 11 minutes, 22 seconds. Damn. I'm making sure they're all upright. Or at least most of them are upright, right? Okay, so we got the male best friend that came out this job joker. The male best friend, right? And they're not lost, they're wandering. So the male best friend came out. Intensive treatment redirected to creator. Oh, child, here we go. Let's get into it. Intensive treatment redirected to creator, your male best friend. Take the adventure. Whoever the male best friend is, you might need to get the fuck up out of there. Intensive treatment redirected to creator. Take the journey, accept the challenges, personal growth and transformation. Celebrities are evil friends. Oh shit. Let's keep getting into it. Celebrities are evil friends. They're focusing on the solar plexus. Okay. Change in energy. There's a change in energy dealing with your upper abdomen. You need to meditate, diet, and exercise. That's me, y'all. I take that with me. Stomach, digestive, yoga, fire, manifest physical symptoms. Yes, I had to take that Duke, y'all, and I was like, oh, this thing ain't smelling right. I told y'all yesterday, I ate 4 slices of bread and, with butter, sugar, cinnamon on it. And, yeah, 4 had a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Portal number 5 under the male best friend. You got a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. There's fear of solitude. There's materialism there. You live beyond your means. You're dependent on others. You show off without substance. Well, damn. Male best friend, let's get into it. 2, 4, 5, 6. You're a karmic healer. Or you have a karmic healer in your energy. You utilize techniques like energy work, meditation, intuitive guidance, which is a big no because you're using it in a very dark matter. Your release of emotional blockage is bullshit. They create emotional blockages. You're in spiritual court. You promote illusions to create diseases, sickness, liars, and then all that gay shit. Nothing against the gays, but then all this gay shit came out. You know what I mean? With these, where were they? I forget where they at, but we looked their asses up. The laws, niggas, the laws. Stick with me. And you had an emperor in reverse. So we got 6 for this male best friend. All right, news and reporters. Okay, Karmic healer came out, and then news and reporters came after that. They were a guidance for you. They're supposed to be, right? Spiritual meaning of news and reporters. They're supposed to be guidance for humanity. They're supposed to reflect the divine messengers, right? Divine messages and guidance for humanity, not the fucking lies they do. They are warnings and callings to repent. Each story holds a secret message and general knowledge. So you gotta have a certain eye in order to understand, a certain ear in order to understand what these motherfuckers be talking about in the news nowadays, because they be fucking lying. They don't, but they got it in their lingo to where they think only they understand this shit. And they think because a motherfucker like me talk like this, we don't understand that motherfucking lingo. What she doing, Crooklyn? Bitch. Portal number 8, please and thank you. Portal number 8, please and thank you. They have a low vibration rate and extremely depleted. These news reporters, this karmic hitman, this male best friend, all this shit. Portal number 9. Tell the spirit to get the fuck out your home. It's no negotiating. I know that's right. Well, not you, because we working through something. Yeah, y'all, I was great. Light it up. Portal number 10, you got the 4 of Wands in the reverse. The 4 of Wands came in the reverse. You're forced to return. You forced him, or you forced Charlie to return to activity before ready. Or you were forced, male best friend, you're being forced to return to activity before you're ready. There's mental exhaustion, there's burnout, there's restlessness. Return to activity now is what they're saying, and you have the inability to rest. Portal 11. There's an Ace of Swords in your energy. Providing you mental clarity, a breakthrough, truth. You have to tell the truth. You have to be truthful in order to get this intellectual breakthrough. Okay, you have to be truthful in order to get this moment of insight. You have to be truthful because moment of insight is cutting through all of the confusion anyway. So whatever this is, you have to be truthful. Portal number 12, there's a sphere in your energy, a sphere. It carries the energy of completeness, wholeness, and oneness. So tell the truth to get through this mental clarity, and you'll be back in your sphere energy. You'll be one again, okay? And you have this to back you up. Clear quartz, grounds. Oh, works with everything. Yeah, it works with every type of energy. It's hexagonal. It amplifies. It's milky white to clear. It connects to the divine. Ground chakras and all chakras are here, and the master healer. All right. But you got to tell the truth. You got to get through your fucking truths, and you got to tell all of it, because we already know. This little game we like to call cat and mouse. Y'all losing. Y'all the mouse. Y'all the mice. Okay. Okay, and then we can get into they're not lost. They are wandering. Let's get into that. They are not lost. They are wandering. I want to get into those family members, too, that we pulled out for old Charlie Bali to see what we can get for that. Yeah, we're going to do that as well. We're at 1 minute and 18. 1 hour, 18 minutes, 53 seconds. All right, so we're asking about they're not lost. They're wandering. Damn. Okay, we'll take those. All of them. Hold up. So the first ones that came out, we had 6 names that jumped out first. We got Maria, Diego, Sofia, Hernandez, Lopez, Gonzalez. Okay. Damn. And then this came out next. Okay. In the reverse, the devil says, I had no parts in this madness. But that came in the reverse. So the devil like, I got everything to do with this shit. I told you stop fucking with him. I told y'all. And then the sun came out saying, I rule over all Leos. Roar. Okay, this is for they are not lost, they're wandering. Damn, the devil said I had every bit to do with this shit. Fuck wrong with you? We got these next six. We got names coming out back to back, y'all. So we got Joshua, Dominique, Kenneth, Shantae, Cynthia, Amy. We got Isaiah, Chase, Wirt. Oh, that was it. So that was 9 names that came out. Shit, 9 plus 6 is 15. That was 15 names that came out, y'all. All right, they're not lost. They're wandering due to the trust that was wrapped in lies. Okay, due to the trust that was wrapped in lies, deception, betrayal, violation of trust, no inner peace or deeper connections with spirit, religion and belief systems, lies play, religious belief systems and lies play an interesting role in teaching valuable life lessons. Portal number 7, please and thank you. There's a horse in the energy. All right. A horse is your carriage in life. So this is your carriage. Okay. Whoever is wandering, this is your carriage. All right. The balance between instinctive and tame. Hop on that horse to learn your personality and what you desire. Hop on that horse to figure out your balance between masculine and feminine and figure out what your strong emotions are and what you truly have passion for. Okay. Because you're not lost. You're wandering. Okay. So that's fucked up. That's fucked up to be just wandering. I told y'all, a lot of people are going to be stuck in their own illusions, their own heads, right? So the horse is here like, I am your driving force and we're in full drive mode. Control your sexual energy in order to get up out of this shit. Okay, because y'all tripping. Portal number 8. The Akashic records have been tampered with, okay? Somebody been fucking with the collective knowledge in all human experiences, past, present, and future. All entities and life forms are under judgment. Portal number 9, please and thank you. And everything is life, everything is breathing. This is portal number 9. All credit unions under heavy judgment. Navy Federal with y'all funky asses. Portal number 9. Portal number 10. The 8 of Swords is here. There's restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality, feeling trapped, mental restriction, situations where you believe you have no options. Yeah, credit union, you always got options. Remember, y'all the cartel. We win. Y'all the thugs. Portal number 11. Matching prints across states of Georgia, Tennessee, Indiana, D.C., Virginia. And portal 12. The planes or planets breaking free from their nets and stars affect your behavior. And portal number 13. For this, they're not lost, they are wandering. You got the Hermit. You need spiritual isolation. That's why you're wandering. You need to be in solitude, okay? You need to use your inner guidance in order to get out of this wandering state, which is typically tell the fucking truth and face your shadows. Anyhow, use personal power and wisdom as a guide. Turn inward for answers. Stop looking for validation outside of yourself, all right? It's easier said than done, though. Shit is hard. It's really hard, but it don't have to be, all right? Now we're going to pull on these family members, y'all. I told y'all this one was going to be a little lengthy because there's a lot of hoorahs going on about this Charlie Kirk entity. Ruffled a lot of feathers with his passing. So let's get his family members that came out to play. We already got the best friend out. Oh, look what jumped out. As soon as I said let's get the family members out, I promise you, this was in the bowl with all my other feathers, my mushrooms, my bee, all my life forms that y'all say are dead, but they're still intact. This mother jugger right here jumped out. So there's balance coming right now. There's balance. So let's get these family members on out of here. glad I didn't know of them. And I'm also glad that I had this opportunity to get to know the energy of them. So it teaches me not to be so judgmental, right? I don't fuck with religious organizations at all. At all, right? Hold on, y'all. Told you I have to cut my water off from the main water valve to save water. Yeah, I don't. At all. I do not fuck with them. Alright, so we got the mom energy, right? Mom energy came out twice. So we're going to bust down the mom energy first. Remember, mom energy came out twice. So we're going to bust down mom energy. Here we go. Whew. Charlie. Alright, mom energy, what we got? Nothing. Mom energy is she's heartbroken due to justice. Heartbroken due to justice is crazy. Charlie, was you the king? Was you the king of was you the emperor reversed? And then remember, because the Queen of Pentacles was over here holding it down, but then she has some fuck shit going on in her energy too. So the mom energy is heartbroken due to justice is crazy. You're heartbroken due to justice, alright? Mom energy. Mom energy called CPS, alright? Spiritually, that means the love for God and all human beings, shows affection and positive responses, non-invasive, protect all children of the land, mediators to stabilize families, 2 major schools, meditation and contemplation, not involved in human trafficking. This is what CPS is supposed to be. Right? Everything is flipped like we're in the fucking dream world here in its illusions, okay? So if they say that they were advocating, they were not. They were doing the opposite. Like if they were advocating for drugs to not be on the campus, the motherfuckers was putting the drugs on the campus. If they was advocating for human trafficking to stop, they was absolutely raising that money to create more tunnels for it to keep going. Stick with me. Called CPS. Mom energy now. Mom energy reaching out for help. She like, nah, we need spiritual help. What's going on with this? Mom energy, 4 Pentacles reverse. Excessive possessions of material things. Scarcity mindset. You were greedy. You were attached to illusions and you didn't share. Heartbroken due to justice is crazy. Somebody probably need to call CPS on this motherfucker. You got your mom energy here. Their bloodline is part of the ancient creation of the demiurge. Stand on it. Stank ass. Portal 5. We got the Ace of Wands in the reverse for this mom energy. Missed opportunities, delays, a lack of direction, creative blocks, inability to start a project despite having ideas. Yeah, so you stole other people's destinies. And I think his mom was like some type of mental health fucking psychiatrist bitch that was fucking with people's heads out here. Heartbreak due to justice is karma. I was about to say karma. Heartbreak due to justice is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Funky ass. Portal 6, please. 6 of Cups reverse. Now, people or entities are able to move forward. They're leaving the past behind. They're being independent because they're no longer stuck in the past. You wanted them stuck in the fucking past, and people was trying to move on. So you were creating delays and lack of direction, blockages, because they viewed the past through rose-colored glasses, and they needed to grow up. You wanted to keep them in that box. Portal number 7. 6 of Wands reverse under this fucking mom energy. Inflated pride, egotism, disrepute. Fuck y'all. Y'all know what I meant. You are far from grace. You have a lack of resignation and recognition. You're not receiving the acknowledgement you deserve. What? That's why you did this, because you thought you had to receive some type of fucking acknowledgement. You raggedy bitch. Charlie, don't you hold me back. Because y'all couldn't tell her. Portal number 8, please and thank you. Don't you worry. Victory is here. 6 of Wands. Victory is here. All right, you all are being recognized. Somebody being recognized. Not this, now her motherfucking ass being recognized. That's what's happening. You wanted to feel pride in your accomplishments. Well, here you are. You're recognized now, Mom. This is public recognition for your efforts and your achievements. Because you're trying to rise above your challenges instead of facing them. Portal number 9. You got the 4 Wands in the reverse. My son down here asleep on the couch. He woke up like, what the hell is Heliante is going on? 4 Wands, there's celebration that fall flat. A lack of a stable home, lack of support, transience, canceled plans, difficulty finding community. You done fucking. If Charlie Kirk, if he was an emperor in reverse, it's this bitch fault. Portal number 10, please and thank you. King of Cups in the reverse. All right, emotional instability. Warning of potential negative actions stemming from an inability to control their feelings. Immaturity, withdrawal, manipulation, emotional unavailability. Portal number 11, please and thank you. You got a tetragonal. Crystals have a rectangular structure. Attractors. They make things more attractive, and they make you attract things to you. So you was using tetragonal crystals. You're a fucking flea. You make me itch. This mom energy. Portal number 12. New growth and beginnings. Yeah, this bitch make me itch. New growth begins. Portal number 13. Opposition to gun control, abortion, LGBTQ rights, right? So if they saying that this mom energy opposed these things, this mom energy absolutely went for these things. She was embracing gun control, embracing abortion, and embracing the LGBTQ rights. So is your fucking son, Charlie Kirk. You know, don't hide. Now's your time, bruh. Y'all gotta stand on everything. And you got the masses of people out this bitch. They don't even understand or overstand what the hell going on. I really don't. I'm just reading my cards now. That was 13 for the mom portal. Okay, let's you got Divine Daughter that came out. Okay. Divine Daughter, 1 minute and 30. Nothing there. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Damn. Ding dong, the witch is dead. What you done did, Charlie? The daughter is saying, ding dong, the witch is dead. These names could be involved: Alexander, Talisha, Jack, Benjamin, Samuel, and Simon. Portal 3, actions are not rewarded. Portal 3, actions are not rewarded. Portal 4, please and thank you. Your soulmate is arriving when they're ready. All right, we got Barbara, Betty, Bishop, Hall, Lee, Walker. Portal number 6. Y'all, the boss, the archon is in this energy. Portal number 7. Page of Cups reversed. Often signifies emotional immaturity, oversensitive, misdirected passion, envy, obsession, childish behavior in relationships, blocked creative flow, disconnect from reality. So the divine daughter, this energy of the divine daughter, okay? Seems like she got some illusions going on, right? Or it could be affecting her thought process. She could be misdirected, okay, and by an archon, okay? Okay. Portal number 8. The Chariot is here. The Chariot is here, saying be determined, have control, and use your willpower in order to get your victory. All right, ambition. Have ambition on overcoming obstacles through focus and confidence. Okay. Because the devil is waiting on his next command from the divine. I know that the fuck is right. And that was Portal 9. Portal 10. He waiting on his next command from the divine with a 50% knockoff. Portal number 11. Y'all been working with a Haitian practitioner. Okay. Indigenous Haitian practices, this divine daughter energy. Enslaved African religious practices, Central West Africa, Catholics studied and have mastered them. Roman Catholic, Voodoo, 16th through 19th century, okay? Portal number 12, please and thank you. I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would use a Haitian practitioner. Get the fuck out of here with that. Alright? Human trafficking. God damn it. Human trafficking. Divine daughter. So the first card was divine daughter, right? Then the last card was human trafficking, right? Shit, me. God damn. Spiritual battle against oppression and injustice, school systems, arts, shattered lives, music, broken spirits, a chaplain that offers spiritual guidance towards victims, but they are victimizing them. The media, fashion, enslaved millions, real estate, commercials. I mean, you name it, it's everywhere. Right? Every fucking commercial you see, they're showing you their hideouts. Mm-hmm. 9 times out of 10, them actors and actresses you see are being held against their will. They're being sold. Right there in the commercial. Let's get something out for this karmic nephew, please and thank you. My bad, karmic nephew. I was ready to start you off with the same stuff that we was doing with her. Give me this karmic nephew out. Karmic nephew, you a liar. You content with not expanding your knowledge. You're weak. You're okay. Just wanted to hop on out. You're a gossiper. Okay, karmic nephew is a gossiper. Let's get into it, karmic nephew. You're a gossiper, Pew. I don't like gossipers. I'll listen to it a little bit, to a certain extent. And now that I'm thinking about it, nah, I won't. I get frustrated. I'm looking at Watson, Chavez, Singh, Singh, Fitzgerald, Kim, and Ward. The divine masculine and feminine have allied, okay? The balance is here. You have the King of Pentacles that came out after that. So we got this karmic nephew who is a gossiper. Those names could be involved. The karmic nephew got divine masculine and feminine on that ass. Alright? Karmic nephew, there's someone in the King of Pentacles who, that's the divine masculine and feminine. All right, they are abundant and of prosperity, financial stability. They're responsible, reliable. They're leaders. They have success. They are mastered the material realm. They're a true provider, and they are authentic, providing security. Portal number 5. 5 of Wands reversed because of conflict. All right, conflict. They're avoiding. All right. There's resolution. There's a truce. You're finding harmony after disagreement. Okay. Avoiding necessary conflicts. End of a power struggle. Okay. There probably was a karmic nephew in the energy who was gossiping but learning that motherfucking lesson. Portal number 6. It's not up for debate. All right. The truce is here. It's not up for debate. Portal number 7. They prayed to me and gave me their sins. Destiny Swap 101, Jesus. Portal number 8. You don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus plead? It girls ain't it no more. Karmic nephew, the it girls ain't it. Portal number 9 for this karmic nephew. Please and thank you. There's a blue jay here. Power of awareness is needed to combat selfish tendencies, adapt and invitate your positive support systems, okay? So the blue jay is saying that you're an arrogant trickster. You are an arrogant trickster spirit, okay? So whoever is around this spirit, I grant you intuition, spiritual aspiration, strength of character, loyalty, and the ability to defend against this karmic nephew. All right, that's 9. We're going to leave it at 9 for that karmic nephew. We got other family members we got to get into. This is going to be a lot to put in. Who is next? Your first cousin on your mom's side. So we already figured out that mom is a fucking pew, right? Mom is a pew. Mom is a pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Let's get this first cousin on mom's side, though. All right, let's get this first cousin on mom's side, please and thank you. King of Pentacles reversed. There's greed. First cousin's on mom's side. Financial setbacks, mismanagement, instability, materialism, irresponsible, lack of discipline, financial insecurity. You're selfish. You're a leech. You take more than you can contribute. Funky bitch. There's a rock here, okay? A rock is in the path. Centuries of secrets held in a rock. God damn. This first cousin holds some dark secrets now that's subjugated to heat and pressure over time. Portal 3. Demand more, okay? Demand more truth from this first cousin on your mom's side, okay? There's a 7 of Cups in the energy. Many options, but lacking clarity. You need to demand more. There's choices, there's fantasies, there's illusion, right? Right, because this motherfucker is holding centuries of secrets, okay? They're getting lost in their daydreams. They're facing tempting but unrealistic possibilities, okay? 5 of Pentacles came after the 7 of Cups. And this is also the 5th portal. Hardship is here. Poverty, insecurity, materialism and illusions, financial struggle. They're feeling excluded, weathering difficult material circumstances. Portal number 6. 2 of Cups reversed. Imbalance in relationships, miscommunication, separation, disharmony in relationships, one-sided feelings. Portal number 7. 7 of Pentacles. All right. They need to have patience and focus on their own, or you, whoever's dealing with this energy, have patience and focus on your hard work. Focus on the long-term projects because you're waiting for investments to mature. Don't tell this motherfucker nothing. Okay? Delayed reward is worth the wait. Work that precedes harvest. Portal number 8. The Emperor is in your energy. Authority is here. Masculine energy, but can also run through a feminine. Okay, there's structure, there's control, establishment of order and rules, security that comes from a stable foundation. Portal number 9, please and thank you. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's family conflict, loss of inheritance, financial disputes, unstable foundation, a question to tradition. Portal number 10. I'm looking at Isaac, Bobby, Wayne, Caleb, Bradley. Portal number 11. Embrace the unknown mystery of your abundant evolution. Okay. Portal number 12. The isometric crystal have an interior cubic structure, improves situation and amplifies your energy, okay? And portal number 13. Law of detachment. Someone didn't practice the law of detachment. They try to stay attached to the situation, your money, your finances. This first cousin on your mom's side ain't shit. Get that motherfucker about your energy. About your space, about your energy. Shit. Charlie, you on the other side. Go haunt the shit out these motherfuckers. The fuck? But it seemed like you had some shit, Charlie. Last name Wilson? Ain't that Charlie? Charlie said, hey, nigga, that ain't me. That the fuck ain't me. Okay, but you got some shit with you, Charlie Wilson, too. All right, so, righteous in-laws. I was like, what was we doing? Righteous in-laws. Then we got the karmic grandma energy and the karmic daughter, okay? And we're going to close this out after this shit. After zodiacs. Zodiacs and yes, no, maybe after this. Damn, 1 hour, 47 minutes, 35 seconds. Righteous in-laws, what we got? Some actresses rebelled and shook Hollywood. Okay, so you got, it seems like these righteous in-laws was rebellious against whatever the fuck was going on. That fuck shit, like, man, fuck that. We ain't living like this. Let's see, though. We got the dodecahedron, which is sacred geometry, element of the ethers that connects you to intuition in higher realms. These in-laws here seem like they was all right. Your wife probably was trying to give you some motherfucking knowledge, like, yo, I was Miss America for Arizona, one of the fucking corruptest states out here. I'm trying to tell your ass it's time to tap out. Your family is not really your family. God damn. With these righteous in-laws, your family is not really your family. Ooh-wee. They're not officially recognized. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. There's a creative manifester in this energy. Portal 5. That's bring visions to life. Does what they love. Creativity knows no bounds. They thrive on engagement. Safer response signaling when to go for something or back off. Told you, they was like, nah, this shit ain't what it is. Alright. You're a political activist. Political act. He is a woman born a man. Did y'all know of something like this? Because y'all came out hot with the rebellion. He is a woman born a man. Like Megan Thee Stallion and them. Portal number 8. Michelle Obama in them. Knights of Cups. Okay. Romantic idealism, artistic expression, emotional sensitivity with this righteous in-law. Journey of the heart. Creative inspiration, pursuit of deep connections, emotional courage. Portal number 9 for this righteous in-law, please and thank you. Kirk actively engaged in politics since high school. He supported Republicans. Okay. Portal number 10, please and thank you. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Deception is discovered right after this. Kirk, see, Charlie, you done hit. Deception is discovered. There was a confession, right? Someone was getting caught, and there was a change of tactics. They were using a more honest approach and admitting the wrongdoing. Portal number 11. The dark web came in the reverse, okay? Special software. Users are anonymous and untraceable. It's illegal, stolen identity, illicit purposes, porn, World Wide Web content that exists on darkness. But it came in the reverse. So maybe this deception was not discovered on the dark web. It's just out in the motherfucking open. All right, let's get portal 12 out. Portal number 12. Portal number 12. You got an octahedron out here. Represents the element of air, promotes kindness, compassion, forgiveness, and love. Portal number 13. So righteous in-law is saying there's a media personality, a podcast and radio program, the Charlie Kirk Show, a public speaker, and multiple book deals that we need to focus on within this. Damn, Charlie. I was about to say Carly. Alright, let's get this karmic grandma energy. I bet you it's this mama. I bet you it's the mama. Or it's probably your mama. I meant your mama's mama. Your mama's mama? Your mama? Karmic grandma energy, lying ass, stinking ass, confused ass, chaotic ass, loud ass, abusive ass. Full of illusions ass, disloyal ass. Karmic grandma energy. Karmic grandma energy just made me go back just like that. Like, ooh. Ooh. My aunt said, no. Man. My aunt jumped her ass out here with the equator. Like, hold up. We need some balance for this bitch. She connected to dark roots and is the bridge to the devil. God damn it. Karmic grandma. What was that? Okay. Karmic grandma. That motherfucker jumped out. You got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. You're pessimistic. You sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Nosy bitch. Temperamental. You're overwhelmed. You're taking on far too many tasks that you can't keep up with. You're overbearing. You have dark magic involved. You're not taking charge of your own life, and you are disorganized. That's why my aunt had to come through. Like, hold on. Brace yourself, baby. Brace yourself. Portal number 3 for this karmic grandma energy. The Temperance reversed. Imbalance, excess discord, lack of harmony, impatient. You take things to the extremes, okay? Off with your fucking head. Can I come visit your house? That's the witches and warlocks. Say fuck to the fuck no, bitch. Y'all in-laws better get the fuck away from these people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Portal number 5. There's citrine here, okay? Hexagonal, amplifies yellow, It's an amplifier, okay? Prosperity, encouraging generosity, okay? Self-esteem, self-image, creativity, promote clarity of thinking, manifestation, asserting personal will, facilitates new beginnings. Cause remember, I said don't let this motherfucking bitch come in your house. None of them. Get the fuck out of there. I'm sending you the Centro, the Citrine to help y'all the fuck out. Get out of there. Portal number 6. Portal number 6. All right, your protection prayer can't work until you face your shadows, beloved. That's to the karmic grandma. So you out here trying to use motherfucking citrine, and it ain't gonna work on your funky ass because you gotta face your shadows. Portal number 7. All right, the Galactic Federation has allied with the divine. Your ass is done. Grass done. Portal number 8. Don't let me in, please. Envy. Portal number 9, please and thank you. 13 deadly sins, return to sender. Okay, portal number 10. It's going right back to that karmic grandma. Crystals are natural elements that came from Earth, bitch. That came from the plane. Natural. Funky ass, delusional ass. Portal number 11. There's the Page of Cups in the energy. Intuition. Have an open heart. Whoever's in the situation, not on the dark side, you got to be creative. All right? Because there's emotional new beginnings. You need to connect to your inner child. Have a fresh perspective on life. Emergence of new opportunities driven by intuition and imagination. Be curious and be playful. All right? Get the fuck away from them. Portal number 12. Become organized and persistent, okay? And portal number 13 for this karmic grandma energy. Your best friend is being haunted due to their karma, and so are you. Your best friend is your other shadow. It's you, bitch. I knew it. Funky motherfucker was part of that mom energy. Their whole bloodline going down. It already said it in it. So you don't want to be attached to this type of energy. I'm trying to tell you, better get the fuck away. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to attach their karma to you. Destiny swapping. Alright, so we got the karmic daughter energy. Karmic daughter energy. Coming out the bitch. Karmic daughter energy. What you got to say? Funky. Karmic daughter, compass to death. No respect, no support. King of Wands came out. No support, STDs, dirty, sacred energy is compromised, no empathy. They fight their parents and embrace their sexuality. The karmic daughter, you need to be confident in order to be a visionary leader who is decisive and inspiring. You need to embody your ambition and have a strong direction on where you want to go in life, okay? Stop having sex. Stop. Clean yourself up. Clean your spirit up. Face your shadows, right? Go through the dark night of the soul. Face your shadows, okay? What's this say? Face your shadows because hate and ego has no say-so. All right? Hate and ego has no say-so. All right. Hematite dissolves all negativity. You need a hematite, grounding stone, okay? Special advisors no longer have access to predict events or futures. So if you guys were using them, they don't know what the fuck they're looking at, just like NASA don't, okay? They don't know. They're lying. They're making shit up so they can make it their reality, but it's just not going to happen. Portal number 5, please and thank you. There's a 3 of Wands here saying look ahead to the future so you can have expansion in your foresight. Okay, there may be overseas opportunities to have your initial success in ventures, and you may be able to explore new territories. To the karmic daughter, clean your energy because we're sending you stuff to cleanse yourself. All right, you got black tourmaline and clear quartz. Very strong. All right. Balance the masculine and feminine energies and help facilitate the free flow of balanced energy. But you got to be, come on now, free flow of balanced energy, right? You got to go within. You got to go through the dark night of the soul, which is okay. We all have done it. We've all been there. Go through it to get to it. All right, you got the Queen of Cups here in your energy red. 2 hours. Come through. Queen of Cups is saying be empathetic. Use your intuition. You are emotionally nurturing, okay? You are compassionate. You can have self-care, but you have to go through the Queen of Cups energy, okay? Emotional fulfillment is right here, okay? It's halfway. You're halfway there. Security, devotion, loyalty. Focus on your own emotions, emotional wisdom, and be empathetic while you're doing that, okay? 3, 6, 7. You could be Charlie's sister. I don't know. Do you got sisters, Charlie? Queen of Cups in the reverse, all right? If you don't focus on these things that we just given you a whole blueprint on how to fix your energy, right? If you don't, you're going to be in the Queen of Cups reverse. You're going to be emotionally unstable, all right? You're going to have an emotional burnout. It's going to be self-doubt. You're going to be vindictive, overly depleted, like you are now, smothering in a relationship, needy, bitter, and stifled, numb heart, which is what you're in now, all right? So you want to be in your Queen of Cups energy, right? You want to cleanse yourself. Be in your Queen of Cups reverse. Amen. Don't be in the Queen of Cups reverse, okay? You need to be like Queen of Swords, which was next. Okay? Independent, non-judgmental. You have to have clear boundaries, all right, which will lead to direct communication. You have to tell it like it is because you have a sharp wit. Don't beat around the bush. No chit-chat or gossip is allowed. Values, logic, and facts only. No nonsense thinker. You have to be in this mode and you have to be graceful while you're doing it. Portal number 10 for this karmic daughter. You've been working with a karmic Buddhist, okay? A wandering teacher who lived in the 6th century BCE. They taught Buddha or Buddhism, the teaching of Buddha. There's no liberation, no physical, spiritual discipline, and they are not the awakened one. Portal number 11 for the karmic daughter. You're at rock bottom, painful endings, crisis. If you keep working with this karmic Buddhist, this is what's going to happen. Wow. But it'll be an end, a completion of a difficult cycle if you do not work with this karmic Buddhist. Okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Portal 12. All right, you got judgment in the reverse. Postponement, self-doubt, ignoring the call, refusal to forgive, avoiding an important personal calling, and self-judgment again. This is where you'll be if you don't follow what we just told you to do. Portal 13. We also sending you a ruby. This is all types of love. Hexagonal. It amplifies, okay? The red, root, heart. Expressing love, compassion, divine love, okay? Trust. Opening the heart and connection to spiritual, okay? You got to go within. Get the fuck out the illusion of the world, of the materialistic world, the physical world, and go within where you cannot see nothing but you and your shadows. All right. Whew. Okay, we got through the family members. Let's get these zodiacs on out the building. And yeah, then I'll be done with Charlie Kirk for the most part. I want to pull him back out. For the most part, though, I think we've gotten some justice, right? But I feel like there's more that I have to tap into with the organizations he was in, the people that he followed. Yeah. So let's get these not yes, no, maybes. We'll do that as well. Let's get these zodiacs out, okay? Let's get these zodiacs out. For the family of Charlie Kirk, for Charlie Kirk, or for anyone out there, a View Collective, when we do the yes, no, maybe questions, make sure your answers. My answers is going to be very clear and concise. Make sure your questions are clear. Keep them short, but keep them clear, direct, and stand on your question, right? Don't be scared to ask the fucking question. Be clear about what you want to ask. Let's pull out these 9 zodiacs and see who's going to come out in the energy of this whole reading. Please and thank you. We're starting off with the Scorpio came out. All right, we got a Scorpio that came out. Transformation, power dynamics, sexuality. Focus on your transformation, your power dynamics, and do not focus so much on sexuality. Okay, October 23rd through November 21st could be relevant. We got Uranus is in the building. Uranus. Okay, the ice giant, individuality. Focus on the chain. Okay, revolution, breakthrough, moment of clarity. Portal number 3. We got a Virgo in the energy, okay? Practicality, hard work, self-discipline, August 23rd through September 22nd. Through September 22nd, Earth signs, Virgo again. Got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, stay grounded, stay loyal. It brings us down to earth. They are realistic, so be realistic. Don't be materialistic, okay? It is associated with solidity and stability. All right, portal number 5. You got the sun in your energy. The sun is here saying focus on your core self and your identity, your vitality, and symbolizes atonement with the higher self. Portal number 6, please and thank you. Capricorn came out. Okay, Capricorn came out. Ambition, responsibility, and practicality. Portal 7. Sirius star system came out. That's the dog star. Wisdom, guidance. All right, high dimensional knowledge is here, giving you knowledge and the way out. All right, place of advanced souls. Connect to ancient cultures, spiritual growth. Sirius star seeds are in the building. All right. Portal number 8. First quarter moon, focus on the new growth, achieving goals. Portal number 9. Venus is in your energy, sending love, beauty, harmony, creativity, values, divine feminine, deep emotional connections, and spiritual growth. Portal 10. You got a Pisces in your energy, okay? Spirituality, empath, intuition, February 19th through March 20th. Portal number 11. And Aries came out. New beginnings, bravery. Got to be brave and be a leader to take those risks and step out of your comfort zone. March 21st through April 19th. And you got a Taurus that came out. Okay, I think a Taurus came out before during the Earth. Twice on the Taurus. Stability, practicality, sensuality. Yeah. Okay. That's your 13 portals for your zodiac, star systems, and planes. Now, y'all smell that? It smell like hot ass coffee right now. All right, so now we want to jump into the yes, no, maybes. All right, go ahead and get your first question on in your head, right? Wait, first take a deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Another deep breath in, please and thank you. Hold it. Release. One more deep breath in. My fingers getting longer, y'all. My fingers getting longer. All right, go ahead and ask yourself that first question. Ask yourself that first question, please and thank you. get into it. What it say? Yes. This energy is trying to harm you. Damn. That was your first question. Oh, I get it. I asked myself a question too, right? So I had to, yes, and then this energy is trying to harm me. What I asked is the answer to the question is yes, because this energy is trying to harm you for my question. Go ahead and clear out that first question. Ask yourself the next question. Please and thank you. Okay. Y'all ready? What did it say? Maybe. Damn. Maybe. Let's pull the next card to see if we can get an answer to that second question on the maybe. Yes. We got a yes. Okay. Third question. What did it say? It says maybe this energy is a lost soul who can be saved, okay? Maybe. This energy is a lost soul who can be saved. And we're going to pull the next one. Yes. So for the maybes, I pulled a next one because we just wanted a yes or no. So those are your three questions, beloveds. Those are your three questions that came on out. And those were your three answers. I mean, your three answers, okay? Your three answers. All right, let's get some universal laws out, y'all. And then we're going to release these energies. I got a lot to put in the system. 2 hours and 12. I said it right. 2 hours and 12 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's get these 13 universal laws out. And we're good to go, babies. I'm going to release y'all. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Especially if you stuck through the whole doggone transmission. Right? Especially if you stayed through. First one, please and thank you. You can't die. Well, some of y'all can. All right. You can't die came in the reverse. Some of y'all absolutely are dying. You've been compromised. Whoever you are, you've been compromised, baby. I have not falsely accused anyone came out, okay? These are laws that you all need to study and practice. There's inheritance involved with this whole situation. There's inheritance, imperishable, undefiled, unfading, a passing down of assets, properties, or rights from one generation to another. Portal number 5. I have not committed adultery. Okay. Portal number 6. The law of cycles. All right. Portal number 7. Go to your spirit guides, okay? They're there. They're non-physical beings who help you find your way in life. Communicate. They can communicate in symbols, signals, and dreams. Can take many different forms. Portal number 8. Broken mirrors here. Spiritual transformation, a need for healing, fractured self or soul, disruption in one's spiritual energy. Let go of the past, embrace change. 7 years bad luck. Portal number 9. No more fear of poverty. Portal number 10. Egypt is in the U.S., okay? Gateway to ancient wisdom and mystical insights. Interplay between physical and spiritual realms. Rebirth, transformation, a quest for higher consciousness. Portal number 11. Divine bloodlines are here, okay? Divine bloodlines are here. The lineage that provides us with a foundational energy. It guides us towards higher purpose, connecting us with the past. The blood type influences personality, your strengths, and even your spiritual gifts, okay? number 12. I have not stolen food, grains, or offerings. Point number 13. Somebody in spiritual jail. Again, this came out. There was a spiritual judge out. Now you're going to spiritual jail. All right. And on the bottom was decimation. Decimation was on the bottom. Spiritual jail, confinement, restriction, feelings of inadequacy, being stuck in an unhappy situation, not authentic to yourself. Right? That's spiritual jail, and then decimation came. There's transformation and regeneration. Seriousness of sin and consequences of disobedience. Cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Extreme punishments of killing. Destruction for renewal and transformation. So that was the final say-so. Out of all this, the final judgment was decimation. Really spiritual jail. Really, it was spiritual jail. But then I pulled that bottom card and it was decimation. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. Knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are connected to. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck they sent to me, and then it's sent back to its source because I'm sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that I may have agreed to while I was being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut and they are all ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign, I am sovereign, I am sovereign. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. All right, let's get these babies back out in the wild and the energy so they can go handle whatever they got to handle. Go finish finding out their truths. Charlie, I hope you got some truth as to what's going on. I know we sure did. And I appreciate all energies that came and were willing to just come through and reveal yourselves during this time. Now it's time for you all to go. I done told you about this doggone stuff. Get your ass down. You done fucked up my damn. I got to put this in the system. All right. So yeah, let's get y'all on out. All right, y'all. Y'all see how? Which one is you? This one. Monk and Monk ass. That was Monk. I think I showed y'all a cat earlier. No, this is Kit Kat. Kit Kat and Monk look exactly alike, kind of. Monk is chunkier, right? But much peace, much light, much love, and especially much darkness.